Hello and welcome to my corner of the internet. I'm Dark Bloom and today we're going to be talking about Titanfall. Yeah, I never thought I'd be saying that again, but EA has decided to turn on the servers for Titanfall 2 and it blew my mind. I absolutely love this game. This is probably one of the best first-person shooters ever made, and for them to bring it back out of the blue like this, I mean, the game's already averaging 20,000 players a day on Steam alone, and the game is also on Xbox Game Pass, so the player base for this game is just exploding right now, guaranteed. I'm not sure why they did this. Are they giving us Titanfall 3 finally? I really hope so. For those who don't know, Apex Legends is set inside the Titanfall universe, and ever since Apex Legends came out, they pretty much shoved Titanfall 3 under the rug and hope we forgot about it. Well, we didn't forget about it. We've been asking for Titanfall 3 pretty much, to this day. And for a while we had nothing. They shut down the servers for Titanfall 1 and 2, and that was that. And now the blue, here we are, playing Titanfall 2 online as crisp as could be. Like, EA, are you gaining a consumer-friendly heart? No, you're not. No way. But this right here, this is a really cool move. They just woke up, decided to flip that server switch, and here we are, shop and all, So that's pretty sweet. Titanfall 2 was released in 2016 for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, so yeah, it's not a new game. The game was developed by Respawn Entertainment, the studio behind Apex Legends, which, if you didn't know, is in the same universe as Titanfall. And if you also didn't know, developers from Respawn Entertainment originally came from Infinity War. They left the studio when that big major split happened in between Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, or whatever that was, but a lot of the developers went to Respawn and made Titanfall to compete with Call of Duty, and it did fairly well. Titanfall 1 was just a straight up online experience, a fairly solid one at that, but Titanfall 2, they really amped it up. It had a single player campaign, refined multiplayer with way more mechanics and a lot better gameplay to it, and it seemed like they really hit their stride with Titanfall 2. The only issue was EA. They decided to pit Titanfall 2 against Battlefield 1, which is their own franchise, may I remind you guys, and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. So yeah, it decided to pit up its little baby Titanfall IP against two of the biggest franchises in first-person shooters. Back then, Titanfall didn't have the oomph that it does today. It wasn't a major franchise, it wasn't a cult classic. It was a game that sold pretty disappointingly to the studio, which resulted in the franchise basically being shelved. We wouldn't see anything Titanfall related until Apex Legends came out, and that's kind of like a real big stretch if you want to call it Titanfall related. Yes, it's in the same universe, but that's about it. If you never somehow played Titanfall 2, which like I said, the sales weren't that high, so fair, let me explain to you what makes it special. Titanfall 2 is unique in its movement. The movement is as fluid as any first-person shooter you can find. And I'll be waiting in the comments section for something better. Another thing that makes it stand out is the mechs. Depending on the game mode, you'll eventually get your mech, and you can call it in and just unload on enemy players or enemy AI depending on which game mode you play. Some of them have AI along with real players, so you're smacking fodder in the normal players. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm a bit rusty when it comes to mech fighting. It's been quite a while since I've played this game, and I'm getting my butt smacked, but that's probably gonna change here soon. For example, there is a large variety of game modes to play, and honestly, all of them have their own unique spin to them. None of them feel copy and paste with slight variations to them. And also, you got a whole bunch of stuff to mess around with in your loadout. It's going to take you time to unlock all of it, but it's there, and there's a ton of Titan combinations, weapon combinations, attachments, a wide variety for really any playstyle that you want to do in this game. Like, I actually forgot how much freedom this game gives you in the customization. And there's a lot here, and a lot to unlock, and a lot to go for as a player who enjoys progressing. It's not, riddled with, hey, new bundles. I mean, it does have a store, but, it's not like fucking Call of Duty's. You even have skins here you can unlock for your character by actually just playing the game, so that's pretty cool. Pretty standard, but given it's EA game, pretty cool. Some of the coolest parts of this game to me is the mechs and the way you can like switch around the abilities for them, try out different things, level them up each specifically, and it's just a good game. This game deserves full attention from the FPS community. And it's unfortunate it took this long for EA to even give this game another chance, give the IP a chance outside of Apex Legends. In light of the game basically being brought back to life, it has skyrocketed on the player charts, and it is continuing to go up as more people find out they can log in and play. It's just all over the place now. Alright, now we're going to dive into theory territory, because I have a theory on why EA is doing this. I really think EA is testing the waters to see the fan response to Titanfall 2 going live. If the response is good, we might get Titanfall 3. I'm really hoping so. I'm hoping EA realizes they have a good shooter on their hands. This game is far from terrible. It is probably one of EA's best IPs. And, you know, for them to finally see that, hey, people want this, maybe they'll deliver. I mean, that's my theory. My theory is they're basically throwing this out there for us to eat it up. If we eat it up, we might get more. And maybe not. We might just starve after this. This might just be a little tease, you know? Little tease there. And I hope not. I hope we get Titanfall 2. If you never played Titanfall 2, now is the time to dive in. It's on Game Pass. It's on EA Play. You can find it. There's just nothing really like Titanfall out there. Even when Call of Duty was doing the boost, jumps, exosuits, whatever, it didn't feel as smooth as Titanfall 2 and even Titanfall 1. I think they really honed in on those movement skills there. In the era of modern gaming, we have no first-person shooters like this. They have pretty much died off when Call of Duty stopped doing them. So this is a refreshing concept in 2023. And when you throw mechs in there, it's just even better. So if you're looking for a good first-person shooter to get into, one that isn't riddled with microtransactions, you need to give Titanfall 2 a chance, because this game is one of the best, and it was extremely upsetting to see it die the way it did. It deserved way more love and attention, and it just didn't get it, and that's unfortunate. That's all I have today. I'm going to dive right back into Titanfall 2, and like I said, I suggest you guys check this one out if you haven't played it yet. If you have played it and it's sitting in your library, give it a download and hop in those online servers. They're up and running. See you guys in the next one. Take care.